Well, look at all of these beautiful items here. This is one way that families can preserve all of their memories. And we're chatting with Melinda. She is the owner of Lasting Memories Floral Preservation. And she's going to tell us all about her business and these beautiful pieces that she has here. Melinda, hello.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yes, Melinda, tell us a little bit about how you got started, because this is something so intricate, but definitely very thoughtful for families to get as gifts.
Yeah, so how I got started was I stood up in a wedding in Canada.
Oh, wow.
And when the florist handed me the bouquet, it was so beautiful.
Aww.
It took my breath away. So I drove back to Michigan the day after, and at the border, they wanted me to throw out the flowers.
No.
And I panicked because I couldn't do it. And they said, well, we have to send you to the inspection line, and it's 3 hours. I said, I don't care.
Yeah.
Everything in my being is telling me I cannot throw these flowers out.
Yeah.
So long story short, we get across the border, everything's fine, I have the flowers. And the next morning, I run into an old friend. And in the process of catching up, it turns out she was preserving wedding bouquets.
Oh my.
And I had the bouquet in my car.
Yeah.
So she took it, she preserved it. And then about a year after that, my grandma passed away. And so I called her and asked her if she could do something with the flowers.
Yeah.
So she came to the service, she picked up the flowers, and about 6 months after that, brought these finished pieces for me and for my siblings.
Yeah.
And she and I got to talking again, and she had kind of hinted that she was ready to move on to something different. And so again, we caught up, and I ended up buying the business from her.
Well, walk us through these pieces, and what's it like to make just one of these?
Well, this one I made as a gift for my daughter, who is now also my partner.
Oh, wow.
And we preserved all of our garden flowers, and I just put it together in a way that I thought represented our relationship with each other.
Nice.
And then this piece here actually was for two gentlemen who were married in Detroit, and this is their two boutonnieres with their names and wedding date on the bottom.
Wow.
These are stressful to make because it's a one and done. Once you pour the epoxy, you can't change anything.
Yeah.
So sometimes the flowers will shift, but they end up where they end up, and hopefully, with luck, they turn out as beautiful as these did.
Right. Oh my.
This one I made for you today to bring to the show. We do Lazy Susans and tabletops now.
Nice.
And it's the same. This one I was under pressure because of our time limit, but it did come together really, really well.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. And then this one I absolutely love, because there's the invitation, or is that the save the date that's in there?
I think on that one we use the invitation. Usually when I'm doing shows, I'll just keep their save the date or their menu and not have their names in there. But yeah, so for this one it was the invitation, all of the flowers framed around it, and then usually the invitation and the flowers will match so the piece really comes together.
Yeah.
With this piece, it's a little bit easier. These flowers are more forgiving than the epoxy is.
Yeah.
So if we don't like the placement of the flower, we can easily adjust it and move it to the side, or just not even use it if it doesn't work.